I don't have time for this. Well, hi there. My name is Charles Ray Dawson. I'm the residential sales manager, associate broker, and general all-around dude for ProStar Realty. This is the Unnamed Real Estate Podcast, episode 213. And it is Thursday, and for all those people out there who have heard me saying for the last 6 months, spring is going to blow up. Spring has indeed blowed up. So, I'm just, you almost get overwhelmed when the thing starts fire. You just start drinking from the fire hose. All right. This morning consisted of somebody telling me he's coming into town, wants to see me for lunch and like hang out and stuff. I got training today. I got an offer out, waiting for a counter offer to come back. I got a client who's having a panic attack because all of a sudden she realizes that she's not sure she wants to buy a house because it's only been 3 years that she's been talking about it. I got another deal just sort of sitting in the background. We're at that point where we're just waiting for the appraisal to come in. This phone will probably ring sometime in the middle of this conversation about that. I've gotten a call from a friend in Texas and needed some life advice. I just got a call from somebody else who just found a house and all of a sudden he wants to buy it. I got agents in the office. I got training going on today, and I got you. And you were the highlight of this day. You were the only thing I've been looking forward to. So let's talk. Real estate. When we're really, really busy. Okay. At least the good agents are. I mean, I walk in here, I already got agents in my office. I can't tell you when the last time I had people here already. All right. So that's good to hear. All my people are doing things. Everything's going just humdinger out there. Nationally, they're saying that applications are up 20%. All right. For new mortgages, because the rates are now, we're talking fives. And if you're not hearing a five, somebody's doing something wrong. So it's starting to kick everything loose. We got more inventory on the market because the inventory is still coming in faster. All right, then the offers are coming in. We'll take a look at that when we hit the numbers. Keller Williams just sold a bunch of their stock to a company called CoreLogic, or at least the owner of the guy who owns CoreLogic. CoreLogic is a data company. They have files on you. They know everything about you. That little thing you texted last night, yeah, they know that, all right? But now they're going to be able to take that information and pump it directly over to Keller Williams agents, and they can start calling you up and going, "Hi, Gloria. Yeah, noticed about a month and a half ago you were Googling how do I know if I'm pregnant? And then, last night on Amazon you started looking at baby clothes. So, and we also noticed that you live in an 1,100 square foot 2-bedroom house and you already have one kid. So how would you like about maybe getting a bigger house to welcome the new member of your family?" All right. That's not hyperbole, people. All right. That's the kind of data that is out there right now, and being able to kick it over and put that in front of people. All right. So savvy agents can be making that phone call early and establishing the relationship early with a potential client is going to be huge. All right. And this is one of the things that Keller Williams might have coming into play. Now, whether or not they're going to be able to implement that is another thing. Whether or not they're going to be able to get their clients to, or their agents to make those calls, all right, or maybe outsource it to a overseas company that'll robocall those things. That's also a thing. But that's an interesting change that's coming down the pike. So here in the state of Arizona and stuff like that, real estate's definitely picking up. Nothing major at the state level that's really impacting it. Builders are starting to pull back a little bit, which is like they're anticipating a drawdown, right? Mostly just because inventory is so damn high right now. Let's talk about that. On our numbers side of the house, okay, these are the numbers for March 5th, 2025. Actives this week are 23,657. That's up 237. We just keep going up. Traditionally, these numbers start drawing back by now because everybody's gotten their listing on, right? But this is just my hypothesis. Now that people who needed to move into something bigger and better, or smaller and more affordable, are seeing the interest rates come down to where they can afford it, they're starting to make the plunge. All right. So what we got going on numbers wise, I really, hold on for just a second. No, wait, those numbers work. Okay, so let's keep going on. All right, our new listings were 2,789, up 174 from the week before. Contracts are at 2,661. That's only up 8, so we might be maxing out there. And our closings were 2,253. Coming soon to MLS near you is 899, and I swear to God, I keep seeing 899 and coming soon for some reason. Almost to the point where I start thinking there's something wrong with the database. Like that's the biggest number they could put in, right? Our Cromford supply is at 95. We are only 5 points off of where we should be based on our population base. I have not seen 100 or on that thing for easily since 2014. All right, our demand is at 79.7. Figure where every 10 buyers we should have, we only have 8. Gives us a Cromford report score of 83.9. Definitely still in a buyer's market. And oh boy, we were having so much fun on the buyer side using that to beat people up. Let's look see what's going on over here. These are our neighborhoods and everything. All right, and this is pretty much wrapping up the end of February, but as you see, everybody was dropping except for Cave Creek and Goodyear. All right, Maricopa still continues to decline, although they seem to be slowing a little bit, like Buckeye almost is balancing out. Maybe they've hit bottom. All right, but Maricopa is at 47.9. Buckeye is at 50.6. 50.6 means there's 2 houses for every 1 buyer. Maricopa means that's even less. All right, then we're going up and we're looking at our balance marker right now is Peoria, Avondale, Mesa, Glendale. All right, Cave Creek is just sort of, you can technically say, because it's over 110 by 0.6, that they have moved into a seller's market. Phoenix, Fountain Hills, Gilbert, Paradise Valley, Tempe, Scottsdale, and Chandler are all still in your seller's markets, all right? But remember, as you look at these things, just because you have, all right, Chandler's sitting here at 144, and if you wanted to compare that to a Peoria down here, how many more homes are in Peoria than Chandler? I tell you, the Paradise Valley, just pure number of homes, they do not have a lot of houses in Paradise Valley, but they're very expensive. All right, and so when you see those numbers go up or down in that area, you know, they have a huge impact on, you know, what our average and medium household prices are in the valley. All right. So meanwhile, Buckeye surprised Queen Creek out there in those areas, you know, could have more houses, lesser price, but still the impact and everything. So that's what we're looking at right now. So if I was you, all right, and you suddenly decided, you know, hey, maybe it's time. Okay. I got a call from a guy from the VFW right before I hit play. I was like just ready to start recording, and he called, and I picked up the phone. All right. He found a house that he's interested in that has a VA assumable loan, and a VA assumable loan at 1.75. That's free money. All right. Inflation rate is 3, 4, whatever we're calling it right now, depending on whose numbers you're using. Now, it's not for the total amount of the loan. Okay. House price is a certain amount. The existing VA loan is about a half of that, all right? But he can pick up a half of that loan for 1.75. That means if he gets the balance of it for, you know, even 5, 6, something like that, between the two of them, that's still going to average out to about 3.25 or so. That's huge, all right? He saw this, called me up, said, "What do you think?" And I said, "I think we need to see that house on Sunday." So guess what I'm doing Sunday? So this is the opportunities, the deals are still there. This is what's going on. That house has been on the market for a very, very long time. Like very long time. I mean, it is a wounded, gutted fish out there, and I smell blood. All right, and we're gonna go in there and take a look at it. So like I said, everybody that I've been saying, if you wanted to buy, get ready to buy. Now it's going to, you know, spring is going to be a good time. It's definitely now. Everybody said, I'm not sure if I want to sell my house or anything like that, you know, but, you know, I want to write it out. Okay, well, this is probably one of the worst times I've seen to be a seller in the last 10 years, especially in some of these neighborhoods. It's just going to be rough. Every seller out there thinks, oh, I don't have to buy, pay for the buyer's agent or anything like that. Well, guess what's going to happen, boys and girls? You're going to have to pay for the buyer's agent because we're all writing it on our offers, right? The buyer knows what they have. We're sending that agreement over. You might have a little conversation about it, but you're still going to wind up selling it if you want your house to sell to that buyer because the buyer has that much leverage down there. We got big buyer energy, and we're swinging that stick right and left and knocking people all over. So, all right, I got the rest of my day, so I'm sorry this one is so short. I did have such things to talk about, but like I said, this is where it's at. This is real estate. Come August, I'll be bored silly, wondering what I'm doing with my life. So you guys have a great weekend, all right? It rained this morning, which means we're supposed to get more rain tomorrow too. Keep an eye out for that. Don't drive in anything flooded. I'm seeing a lot of pools out there that are really unsafe. It concerns me. So watch your children and pets around the pools, all right? All right. And always work your circles. This is why everybody's calling me now because I've been working my circles all year round. And have a great day. Talk to you guys all later.